So the final level 15 player, the goalkeeper, who I don't know who would actually choose him over the two outfields. It is a bit strange that they have given us a goalkeeper straight off the bat. I personally don't think that he's going to be really picked that many times. And if we look into La Liga, or Liga NOS, in fact, goalkeepers, you've already got an 81, or at least three 81s you could choose from that, yes, don't necessarily have the same stats, but I feel like could do just as much as a job as this guy. He has had a big upgrade, don't get me wrong, we will have a look and kind of compare on the overall, but I just don't think he's going to be the one that's chosen. I think if I chose out of the two that I've used, obviously on my main and second account, I think Pask really works well for my main, and in terms of the better player, Hale is the one that I'd go for in terms of the left wing for Eredivisie. In terms of this goalkeeper, I think if obviously you are in Liga NOS, in Liga NOS, if you are Portuguese and you wanted to kind of build your Liga NOS squad, then fair enough. This is the best goalkeeper you can get. There is no other option, so I would recommend highly that you go for this guy if he is your nation. And then also you do have a very nice level 30 Lincoln, who personally I think is going to be my choice for level 30. And then also you did get Pedro Teixeira as the right back, so you could technically have 3 storylines already, which would be really sick to do if you are trying to do that sort of grind. I think the second account I'm going to be trying to again do as many storylines as possible, try and grow the game out also as well as the main, so obviously I can kind of get 2 out at the very minimum and then hope that somebody manages to let me use the third one. In terms of his stats then, obviously as you can see, some good speed on him, and to be honest, the stats aren't terrible. If you want the basic on him, as you can see it already has, you'd get 89 diving as well as reflex, 88 positioning, 85 kicking, 86 handling and 56 speed. Personally, that isn't terrible for an 83 rated goalkeeper. I think it's one of the better ones, but I'm interested to see what he can actually do. Goalkeepers are so hit and miss, it's unreal. So we're going to just check him out, give him a couple of games, see what he can do, and hopefully manage to make some saves for some clips, because Ter Stegen was awful for it. Oh, great. So we've got Mbappe we're going up against. That is not going to go well for him, I don't think. I think that is going to be the real crucial point, if anything. Ter Stegen for me last time was, I don't know what it was. We tried to kind of get some clips out of him, and every shot just went in. And it is very difficult if the guy personally can't attack. Then obviously you are almost against the curve, because one-on-ones seem to be scored a hell of a lot more since the keepers have not necessarily been fully downgraded, but definitely hindered. I noticed during Foot Champs this weekend that Donnarumma has definitely had some sort of downgrade, so it's quite an interesting one to see what we can get out of him in terms of tackles. This guy doesn't look too heavy on the attack, so it might be that we may try and find a different opponent, but that Mbappe is going to be interesting. We've got him here. Can we reach it? And he's gone for the head versus head against Mbappe, and Mbappe is left on the ground after that. That's a nice come out, and obviously no traits for him, which again could be a hindrance against some goalkeepers, because obviously that would be the big thing to kind of go against, is the traits. That's what kind of makes a goalkeeper different. If they got rushes out from keeper, or from corners, they've got rushes out of goal, they've got maybe dive with their feet, then that is something that you really want in a keeper in comparison to none. I am expecting him to be a moderately good level keeper, but I'm not expecting anything absolutely fantastic from him, as we find Ben Yedder is going to double ball roll against Lopez and shots it under the net. Lovely stuff. Oh, there's no way. At least Lopez is not in this clip. Chipped him from outside the box. Oh, watch him. Ooh. See, this is the big problem for me. I think literally if you do get the right chance, I don't think he's going to stand a chance, especially against somebody like Mbappe. It's almost inevitable with the top tier that they will score a hell of a lot more one-on-ones than the likes of someone like Jesus or Martial. They're not going to do it. They're going to make them mistakes, and that's naturally why you go for the higher rated keeper, and that's normally how it's all went. Last year, I think the main one last year was Courtois for me right at the start, but then it kind of transformed. I think we went for the Team of the Year keeper in the end in Alisson, I think it was. Normally, once Team of the Year comes, because they are normally the ones we pack, personally I just stick with them or whoever the icon goalkeeper is I can get if I need him in terms of a centre back, because I think last year we rocked Carlos Alberto for a while. I think it was a pairing between him, It's just naturally what we thought was going to happen. Mbappe is just Mbappe, so unfortunately he's always going to see them opportunities. But in terms of kind of like keepers, once you get to Team of the Year and you've got some icon centre-backs, like we had Carlos Alberto and Cannavaro for ages, so it really didn't matter what sort of goalkeeper we used, whereas now at the moment we don't really kind of sit there with any icons as of yet. Even if we could buy them, it's kind of just not the thing without any icon upgrades. So at the moment I feel like it is just going to be the likes of Donnarumma because of Marquinhos and Kimpembe, but then also it's going to be the likes of Ederson or Alisson, and potentially sometimes Lloris because of Virgil and Varane. Other than that, we're not really going to see too many different keepers out there. I think I've seen Navas once, which I can imagine is a little bit of a rage at Donnarumma for being not quite himself this weekend league. Got Reina popping through. All we've got to do is stop at Mbappe. Oh, it's a quality save. That is personally my awful keeper movement. Pushed him over thinking he was going to go far corner, goes for the near post, noticing that I've already moved him quite early, and that is a solid recovery save. Hitting the post and then the defender deals with it. Reina's going to come in again and Kimpembe is going to go for the block. Fofana, and we keep the ball in. Very nice indeed. What's his kicking like? It's not awful. I think Ederson? I think Ederson's the one with the mad kicking that I thought it just goes so far. So far, to be honest, not done awful. Made a couple of saves. One, obviously, goal against him, which I think Mbappe is kind of already clear of it. I think we can almost assume that that's okay, seeing as though ter Stegen let in so many against Correa. Got Coman on the attack here, but we're going to deal with it. Wait for him to kind of come in a little bit more. Get that pass out. Easy enough. Obviously, Parejo's chilling there. But in terms of kind of keepers, I think he's about average. I wouldn't necessarily say he's necessarily worth the choice. But I wouldn't say he's kind of like this god-awful keeper that they've given us. Obviously, there is better out there for a hell of a lot cheaper in terms of price now anyway compared to what they were. But again, this guy is free. So Liga NOS squads, I think, yes, this is going to be a big one. That was very poor. But in terms of kind of naturally for your main team, who do I go for? He's going to go for it, and he's messed up massively there. Pedro hopefully was going to save that, but we never know, and we never will know. But again, like I say, in terms of choice, I think Hale is going to be the option in this. We're going to watch this guy coming through. Dembele is going to go for the big one, and that is a solid save, and he's gone and let it go for the corner. Sometimes, again, they can just be a hit and hope, and you never know. Push him out for the corner. See what he does in terms of brings him forward. He's going to pass it across this time. I don't think he's going to go for the cross. You can definitely tell he's looking for that Mbappe across the box here. And Kunku, no, he's not going to go for it. He's going to try and just play around a little bit. Defense is all blocked up now. So you just know once you kind of get in that position of all of the defenders and midfielders are kind of just chilling there, there's literally zero chance that you're going to really anywhere near kind of pass that through. And we're on the break. Ben Yedder, big chip over the keeper, and oh my god, honestly, Lopez, I think he needs a change of keeper as well. Want to borrow my Pedro? Good play. What a pass out. Definitely thought he was a midfielder at that point. Oh, Ben Yedder just showcasing the attacker for a moment there. Beautiful volley. Oh, he hasn't. Oh, he's lobbed the keeper from there, and I think that's a good place to stop this. Let's jump into the over review for Pedro and just see that is. I don't know why he's brought his keeper out so far there, but Mane with an inch perfect lob. So if we do look at Pedro, just kind of like a bit of a quick one in terms of Liga NOS players than what you've got. Obviously, Coates and Corona coming in as the rule breakers. Some nice kind of high rateds there. Lincoln is level 30, which is always fantastic. We did get Pedro Porra as the right back or right wing back in the first storyline card, which was the only one, unfortunately, at level 30. Don't quite get why we didn't get two sets. But then we do have Everton, who personally I've got red this week, as well as Diaz as the alternative option for a left mid. Then you've also got Manafa and Lucas in terms of centre-back and right-back as well. So we've already got quite a nice little base. We've got Vendel as well. Some really good special cards coming out of Liga NOS in terms of making that budget squad builder to start with. So if you are obviously a Portuguese, better bred and born, then obviously you're going to be loving the squad builder you can make at the moment, and we can only progress over it. The only thing with getting the goalkeeper now is, are you willing to kind of either wait for potentially another one, or will there be another one until Team of the Season or something like that? I reckon there will be, but it's normally very difficult for goalkeepers to get their special cards, as normally we only get 1 or 2 potentially on Team of the Week, and then it seems like they've only just bringing back 1 goalkeeper during each promo. So it is nice to get him. Obviously, like I say, if you're building a Liga NOS team, then fair enough. He is the best in the business there, taking a nice upgrade from 61 common all the way up to the 83. So again, it's a pick and choose of what you want. I personally went for Pascal, my main. The second account went for Hale, and then obviously we've managed to get off one of the viewers a beautiful Pedro to review. So again, it might not be for everybody's cup of tea. I personally thought it was okay, nothing too spectacular. You'll probably save a couple of shots that you kind of think, oh, okay, that's pretty decent, but then let in a hell of a lot more, especially against the top tier that we're finding in every game mode now with Mbappe, Neymar, Icons, Ginola, Di Natale. They're all going to be able to score very easily compared to obviously your Donnarummas, your All Blacks, your Ter Stegens, your Edisons, your Allisons. So it all depends on what you personally want out of your main team. Overall wise for him, I'm going to give him a straight 7 out of 10. I don't think he was actually that bad. I think he was relatively okay, but personally not my choice at level 15. So let me know again who you're going for at level 15. I have enjoyed doing all 3 of these, so hopefully we get there for level 30 very, very soon. So apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace. Make sure you check out the end screens, both other storylines.